We're beginning this practice sitting, so grab a cushion or bolster or yoga blocks, come to your preferred seated position. I'm in Virasana. I'm kneeling with the bolster kind of between the knees and the feet. Prop the hips so that your pelvis can be neutral. And take a strap or a belt or even a scarf, just something nice and long, kind of that you could hold it like that. Okay, that'll do. You want a little bit of space behind you as well. Don't be too close to the wall. Okay, let's go for it. So we're going to, in this practice, really focus on releasing the shoulders. Again, a little bit around the chest, the upper back, the neck, and even sort of moving a little bit into the head, the upper energy centers. So hold the belt nice and wide. And let's take a nice long breath in and lift it up overhead. So on this first one now, you want to give yourself a little more space between the hands. As you breathe out, be willing to slide them apart and bring the arms down behind you. Perfect. So breathing in, pull on the belt and lift it up over the head. So that's the first one and that's the worst one. Everything gets easier from here. So bring your hands maybe a little closer together. Breathe in, we'll go again. Now, if this is too much for your shoulders, this bringing it back, only go as far back as feels good today. You don't have to bring it all the way down if it's too much. If it's okay, we keep going. Keep the ribs into the body. Keep the head in line with your spine because we can be a bit inclined to throw that forwards. Bring the focus to the upper back, the shoulders, and just keep the head and the neck in line. Good. So keep going with your breath. You can let the eyes close, really bring your focus inwards. And one more time, let the breath take your awareness into the movement now. Can you hear the sound of ujjayi breath in your throat? Relax anything you're holding in the jaw. And when the arms come down in front, we're going to leave it go. That's a lovely one to do throughout the day. If you're doing a lot of desk work, leave the arms down, breathe in. And this time as we breathe out, drop your head down. Now roll your head over towards your shoulder as you breathe in. And then around and down. These can be like little mini movement breaks in themselves, these kind of movements. Slowly with your breath, roll over to the other shoulder, keeping the shoulders relaxed now. So from the shoulders down, nothing is moving. Just through the neck and head. Keep going. One more to each side. Now again, just relax your face. Notice if you're tensing around your mouth, around your eyes. Let the whole face soften. And when the head comes around and down, let's keep it down. Let's take our fingers around behind the back of the head, low on the head, the base of the skull. Interlace the fingers. Draw the elbows towards each other. Now take a breath in. Keep the head there. Lift the chest a little more. Keeping everything as it is. Breathe out a little bit of weight from the hands. Now in the in-breath, let the head go back into your hands. Let the elbows come wide. Lifting the head up. Lean it into your hands. Your neck is supported. Nice. Let go. Bring the hands down and we're going to bring ourselves to a standing forward bend. So that thing that you were sitting on, you might bring that in front of you. You can even do this with the chair. Again, a lovely break in the middle of an office day to be sitting on a chair, turn around, forward bend, hands on the seat of the chair. But here we're bowing a little bit further. Drop in. Let the head relax. And in this position here, can you take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, and then lift your hands up off your back, half wheel. So you can bend your knees for sure. Relax here, breathe, dropping your head. One more breath.
And release. Bring the hands down again. Let's bring the hands to the shins this time. Lift halfway, lifting the gaze. Now, while we're here, we'll clear all this stuff off the mat and then just walk on out into your downward dog. So again, drop your head. Relax the back of your neck. Breathing in and out of your nose. On down to your hands and knees. And let's breathe in, take the right arm out to the side, take a little twist. Let it come all the way from your hips, opening the hand towards the sky. Now bring that under you, quite close to the left wrist. As you slide it through, send it directly past the wrist. Go down to your shoulder and your head if you can. Keep the left elbow lifted above your wrist and give a little push with that left arm. So there's somewhere in your body you're feeling this. Go there. Breathe into that space. Leaning a little bit into the right ribs. Pull the arm out of there, breathe in. Open into that twist once more. And then bring it on down onto the earth. Left hand out to the side, inhaling, open. So let it come from the hips, just go for it. Twist as far as you can and then bring it under. Directly past the right wrist. So you might stay higher. It might feel better to keep your shoulder up off the ground. Or maybe we go right down. Can try both. Oh, it feels so good in around the shoulders. But maybe it's somewhere else in your body this is showing up. Close the eyes, go in, find that place and breathe into it. Bring it on out as you breathe in, twisting right open again. And then bring the hand down. Hands ahead of us, let's crawl back. Anahatasana, this one has shown up a lot this week. Doesn't matter what energy center we're focusing on, we seem to find ourselves here. Drop the heart towards the earth, let the shoulders open, draw the hips up and back over the knees. Now coiling in as we breathe in, draw your head in, round your back, lift away from the floor. And now dive in again a little deeper, pulling the lower belly up and in. Come forwards now on your forearms, shifting onto the toes if you can, lift your knees and send the heels back, the head forwards. So breathing here. So we're kind of focusing on the higher energy centers in the body, but also the element of space, which is the container for all the other elements. So with our exhale, we'll bring the legs down. So a lot of postures that we do to focus on lower chakras, they kind of show up in the space element too. Upward puppy, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's just drop the head again. And take a breath, rolling the head towards your shoulder. Staying nice and high in the upward puppy position. Roll the head. So again, just the head, just the neck moving. Through to the other shoulder. And meanwhile, the lower back is having this little bit of therapy. Roll the head down. Relax your face. Now head up. Crown of the head lifting. Lift through the back of the mouth. And come down. Hands under the shoulders. Rising cobra. Pull the elbows back. Draw those shoulders down. Don't bring them up to your ears. Now pull back, child's pose. Hips to your heels. Hands out where they were. Just leave them there like they don't want to come with you. Draw your hips back. Drop your head right down to the ground if you can. So we're going to do one little thing here. We're going to take our feet hip width apart. Reach our hands back to hold the feet, head on the floor. Now breathe in, and we're going to lift the hips and roll the head. Now my hands are kind of sliding away from my feet a bit as I do this. That's fine. Roll to the crown. Roll back towards the forehead. Let's do that 2 more times. Just rolling on the top of the head in this kind of child's pose, cat pose, and roll back. Feel that stimulation for your head. Really good for the sinuses. 1 more time. Inhaling forward, slow. And exhaling back. So you can keep holding your feet if you like, but I prefer to kind of just let them go. Let's bring our hands in front of our knees. We're going to shift onto our feet. Uttanasana. Hanging in a forward bend here. Hold your elbows. Drop your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let your hands drop. Bend your knees. Inhale, uncurl. Come all the way up. Open the arms up to the sky, reach. And then bring the hands together down to the heart. Exhale. Now here in this standing forward bend, feet hip width apart, knees soft. Let the arms come by your sides and just start to swing. Keeping the base fairly stable, legs stable. Let the upper body move. Good. So it doesn't have to be huge. It's really just trying to mobilize around the shoulders, the upper back. You can turn the gaze or you can keep your head forwards, whatever feels better. You can try the hands on the shoulders, the elbows up. You could speed it up or slow it down. Keep your breath in a flow. But here the breath and the movement aren't linked. They're a different rhythm, really. Okay, ready? We're going to slow it down. I always think it's like a helicopter landing. And let the arms come by your side. Breathe in, take it up to the sky, big stretch. We'll come down through a little squat as we breathe out, take the feet out, turn the toes out. Gentle squat, not your biggest squat ever, just see how it feels. Take a breath, lean in, breathe out, knees wide. Walk it on out to downward dog. Feet together. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. Let's just bend the knee and open up the hip, dropping the heel a little bit to the left. Take the leg forwards between the hands. Back foot to the floor. We'll rise up to warrior 1. Inhale. Now stay up tall and exhale, bend the elbows back, cactus arms. Breathe in, pull the elbows back, palms are facing forwards. Exhale, take the hands behind your head, interlace. Breathe in, let the head go into the hands, opening up a little bit more. And then as we exhale, let go, bow forwards, link the fingers behind, humble warrior, look towards the back foot. Pull your tailbone in behind that right knee. Don't let the right hip stick out to the side here. Take 1 more breath. Now breathe in right back up to the sky. Warrior 1, bend the front knee. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Plank, inhale. Look forward, strong legs, strong core, chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Feet together. Inhale, left leg. Let it rise up, let it bend, open the hip. Take it forwards, exhale. Back foot to the floor. Breathe in, lift the arms, warrior 1. Breathe out, bend the elbows back. Now breathe in, stay here, and let the elbows come back a little more. And breathe out, link the fingers behind the head. Now inhale, deep bend in the front knee. Lean the head back into your hands. You can't go too far. And then breathe out, let's bow forwards. Humble warrior, fingers interlaced. We have a habit of interlacing the fingers one way. Try the other way. You'll know what I mean. When it feels awkward, stay with your breath. So 1 more breath here. Really letting your head drop, crown of the head towards the floor. Back up, inhale to warrior 1. Go deep through your hips. Let the hands reach up. Exhale to the floor, hands. Inhale, plank. Hold it now, head forwards, look forwards. Exhale, chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, your wise back bend. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to do that in a flow. Take the feet together. Inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. This is now a dancing warrior. Take it forwards. Exhale. Back foot to the earth. Inhale, warrior 1, hands to the sky. Now exhale directly to that humble warrior, bowing in. Linking the fingers, let them float up. Now back to the sky. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the earth. Plank. Inhale. Connect to your center. Keep the head in line. Chaturanga. So don't drop your head. Think about your neck. Come up. Inhale. And back. Exhale. Feet together, left leg. Inhale, lift. Open the hip. Step it through. Exhale. Plant the back foot. Deep bend in the front knee. Rise up. Inhale, warrior 1. Humble warrior. Exhale. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, plank. So pretend you can't move your head. You can't move your neck. Exhale, come down. Your back bend. Inhale, long neck. Downward dog. Exhale. Feet together. Inhale, right leg rises. Open the hip. Exhale, step it through. Same thing for one more round. Deep bend in the knee, rise up. Warrior 1. Forward bend as you exhale. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands. Inhale, plank. Exhale, steady neck. Look forwards. Inhale, long neck. Exhale, downward dog. Feet together. Inhale, left leg. Last time, rising. Step through, exhale. Back foot to the floor. Go deep, rise up. Exhale, fold. Try that awkward interlace of the fingers. Back up, big inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hands. Inhale, plank. So think about the neck and the head. Keep it there. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. And back. Exhale, downward dog. Stay. Breathe. A little yes and no with your head. Nice. One more breath. Long exhale. Walk your hands down towards you. Now hands to your shins. Inhale, half lift. Now as we exhale, grab a hold of your big toes with your first 2 fingers and thumb, Pada Angustasana. Breathe in. And then breathe out, bow, bending the elbows wide. Drop your head. Breathe here. So in this forward bend, we still have a little bend in our knees, but there's real softness now around the neck, the shoulders. Drop the elbows wide. You can float the hips a bit higher. And tangle the upper body down. One more breath. Imagine your elbows almost falling forwards. Now, lift halfway, inhaling, straightening the arms. Exhale, take your hands out of there, bring them in front of you, and turn your toes slightly out. Come to a squat. So perhaps a little deeper than the last one, but let's see. Breathe. Lovely. One more breath. Now let the hands come down. Straighten up the feet as you lift your hips, breathing in. Breathe out, bow. And we'll roll our way all the way up. Bend the knees, curl the spine, drawing the lower belly in all the time, and then rise up, hands to the sky, and draw the hands together down to the heart. Relax, tadasana. Bring a hand to the chest, a hand to the lower belly, close the eyes. Feel the breath. Feel the heartbeat, the flow of energy through the whole body. Let the hands go. We're going to come to balance on the left foot. So lift the right. Now bend your left leg, squat down nice and low, wrap the right leg over. Option 1, toes to the floor. Option 2, toes are up. Or go the whole hog and wrap the foot behind. Now bring your right arm under your left, wrapping the forearms around each other, elbows crossed. Breathe in, Garudasana, eagle pose. Breathe out, squat deeper. Pick a point to focus on. Draw the lower belly in. One more breath, let the elbows float up a little. And sit deeper. Release. Bring it all out. And back to your feet. You're doing this early in the morning. The balance is often terrible, but we keep trying. Right foot. Ready? Spread the toes. Daily practice make a big difference. Lift the left leg up. And if you need it, you've got the wall. You can sit with your hips against it. The left leg up, wrap it over. You've got to bend the leg you're standing on. So if you're at a wall, you're sliding your hips down that wall. Hook your foot behind, left arm onto the right. So using the wall here, I've just about got my bum against that wall. But now everything else as before, lift the elbows up. Squat deep, draw the lower belly in. Eyes focused. One more breath. And bring it up. And release it out. Feet hip width apart, breathe in. Reach up to the sky. We're going to take our feet a little wider, turn them out. Come back to that squat. Changes every time. But something I want you to really notice this time is what you're doing with your head and your neck here. Are you lifting your head up, rounding your shoulders? Can we get the shoulders back? Draw the chin down a bit and lengthen the back of the neck. Feel your throat is relaxed. Now let's come and sit all the way down. And you have a choice. So if you're doing this later from a recording, you could pause it now and bring in a headstand here, if that's part of your practice. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep going and we're going to move into shoulder stand. But if that's not for you, do legs up the wall. Okay, get yourself a bit of wall space, get your mat up against it, get those legs lying down up there. Otherwise, here we go. Come forward on the mat. And if you're doing legs up the wall, pop on socks and stuff. You'll get it a little bit cooler. We're going to roll back onto our back, and then we're going to go directly up into that shoulder stand. So roll the hips up, hands on your hips, And you might just stay with a half one, half shoulder stand, little bend at the hips, the weight very much in your hands and elbows. Breathe. If we can take it higher, let's go. Feet up higher, hips forwards, feet back, hands up the back. It's not all or nothing. It kind of grows gradually. So stay with your breath and be conscious that you're not squeezing tension into your face. Relax your jaw. Ease your way deeper into the shoulder stand, higher, longer, but don't strain. Keep breathing. Now let's keep one leg up there and take one foot to the floor behind us, or at least in that direction. Now change. Other leg. Both legs up. And let's just see about bringing the 2 feet to the ground behind the head. Keep going, keep breathing. If you're in legs up the wall, you could always move to a variation, bringing the feet together, the knees apart. That's if you're at the wall. If you're with me in Plough, we'll stay, keep breathing. If it feels really good, you could spend longer. But whenever you feel ready, bring the feet back up. Shoulder stand once more. Now bend your knees, bring them down, bring your hands to the floor and roll down slow. So if you're at the wall, legs up the wall, bend your knees and put the feet on the wall. If you came from shoulder stand, draw your knees into your body. So we're all gonna together move into a twist, bring the legs over to the left, right arm out to the side. So you can do this at the wall, just moving the feet across the wall so that they still press against the wall, but your left foot has come right to the floor. Left hand on the top leg, if you like here. Breathe in. Now, as you breathe out, turn the head to the right. If it feels good, is your neck okay with that? Let's take another breath. And then travel back across the center and over the other way. Good, letting the head turn to the left if that works, but listen in. Don't just do that expecting it to be okay. Roll the head over gently. You'll notice the change in the body as you do that. Close the eyes, relax your face. One more breath. Now bring it back to the center. So again, if you're at the wall, the feet can just stay against the wall. Otherwise, we hug our knees in. And then if you've been at the wall, just roll off to your side. Come up from there, reposition your mat, and let's join each other now for fish pose. And I'm going to give you 2 options with fish. So one, unsupported, you bring your arms right in under your body, and the key thing is to get your hands very, very low. So I'm almost sitting on my forearms, straighten the legs, press into the hips, the heart lifts, and the head comes back to the earth.
Gorgeous. That's option one. If there are any neck issues or you just prefer a variation, I'm going to show you with blocks now. So stay in that one if you like it, or get a couple of blocks. And you can put one flat if you like, and the other one slightly higher in a T shape. The one that's like the leg of the T is going to go between the shoulder blades, and then the other one for your head. You might take them higher if that's not enough. That wouldn't be enough for me. I want the leg of the T a little higher. And then you just relax. This isn't, with the blocks, it's not about stretching your neck. With the other one, it is. Okay. With this supported one, you can stay as long as you want. With the one without the blocks, you're definitely ready to come out. So lift your head gently and lower yourself down onto your back. If you've just set up the restorative one, I would say stay for a little longer. Otherwise, we're drawing our knees into the body. I'm going to take one last little twist. So keep the right leg in, extend the left leg long. Draw your right leg over to the left, right arm out to the side behind. Lots of options, different paths you can go with that sequence. Be where you are now, breathe. Bring it in, the leg into the body. And then the other leg in. So right leg long, left leg in. So if you've done that supported fish, the one with the blocks, let's take this leg over to the right. You may not even need this bit of twisting at the end. You might, when you come out of it, just drop directly into Savasana. Be where you are. One more breath. Unwind from your twist. Draw the two legs in. Happy baby. Reach through for your feet and lift them up and apart and have a little rock. Bend the knees deeply. Now let go. We'll roll on over to the side and let's gather cushions and blankets for Savasana. So as a minimum, I would put a cushion under the head. If you have some yoga blocks and a bolster, we'll bring them in as well for under the knees. If what you're dealing with is lots of cushions, you can use one under each hand. And trust me, that sounds kind of silly and small, but it makes such a big difference. So depending what we have, we'll set up a prop for the legs. So this might be a couple of blocks with lots of cushions on them. Or I'm going to put two blocks a little bit apart, put the bolster over them, a little dolmen, little house. Get your blanket, get your socks, get cozy. Stack your legs so your knees are high and your feet are lower, dropping over the other side. Lower yourself back onto your sacrum. Just lengthening out the lower back as you go. Get that cushion in under your head, supporting your neck a little bit, but not your shoulders. Now, here's the thing. Let your arms go a little wide of your body. Let's try this. Lift your arms up off the floor. Lengthen out into your hands, like someone's gently pulling your wrists. And then drop them. Drop the arms. Now that's where they want to be. Get your cushions. Put them in there now. Under your hand. Just your hand, not your forearm. And see what it does. Can you feel the way your elbows drop, your shoulders drop? Oh. Everything drops. Feel the supports. Like you're held. You are. You can let go. Feel the gentle flexion through the body. That sense of everything softening back towards your center. Feel your breath rising and falling in your center. Now feel the head. Drop your head deeper into the support. Become aware of your face. Relax your eyes. Feel the eyelids heavy. And let all of the muscles around the eyes relax. Feel the space between the eyebrows open. The skin across the forehead soften and broaden. And let the temples sink back towards the ears towards the back of your head. And from behind the ears, relax your jaw. Feel the lower jaw drop. The upper and lower teeth separate. And rest your tongue in the floor of the mouth. Feel all the muscles in and around the mouth, the lips, the cheeks, relax. The breath coming and going through your nose. The whole face breathing. Let the head sink deeper. Feel the neck and throat relax. Drop your shoulders back and down. Feel the sense of ease spreading through the whole body. Go inside. Now, if you have more time, stay, linger in this Savasana. If you're ready to move on with your day, take a deeper breath in. And as you breathe it out, empty the back of your waist towards the earth. Roll your kneecaps towards the ceiling. Hold the pelvis steady and drag one leg in at a time, placing the foot on the floor or bolster. Pause. Roll to your side. Pause. Come up as you're ready. Find a seat and bring the hands together at the heart center. Let the eyes close. Notice how you feel. Bring to mind now something that you feel grateful for. Let's breathe in, stretch up to the sky. Breathe out, gather the hands together, draw down to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.